What is up, YouTube? We back with another video, man. And honestly, today I'm gonna talk about why you should just like keep your mouth silent in 2026, and you shouldn't talk a lot, right? So what happens is when you talk a lot, you tell people what you want to do in life, and they hear you, and some people may love you, and they may pay attention to what you're telling them, but you know when you tell people what you're trying to accomplish in life, it doesn't do anything for you. Okay. So some of y'all, like for example, let's say you got a job opportunity. Let's say you got, you know what I'm saying, a scholarship. Let's say you got, this business idea, right? All these things that you want to accomplish. If you go and tell the next person what you're trying to accomplish, you're not going to get anything accomplished by telling that person. So why would you even waste your time trying to tell that person what you're trying to do? It doesn't make sense, right? And so the second thing that's very important when it comes to staying silent in 2026 is just being, disciplined. Life doesn't always have to be fun. Life doesn't always have to be cookies, ice cream, cake, you know what I'm saying, glitter, all that. Sometimes you just gotta really just soak up just the boring part of life, right? The boring part of life is what makes this so fun. That's what makes life so fun, the boring part. If you never enjoy the boring part of life, you never get to really enjoy what it's like to like have fun and go do something, right? So when it comes to just being disciplined, being locked in, not going out, not drinking, you know what I'm saying, just drinking water, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna take you a long way. It's gonna take you a real long way. And if you keep complaining, you're only complaining. And think about it, you're only putting that pressure on yourself, right? Why do you want to put all that pressure on yourself? Sometimes people, and when you go and tell people things that you want to do in life, you know what I'm saying? Now you just put some pressure on yourself. Why would you just put unnecessary pressure on yourself? Because now you got this dude looking at you. Now you got your girl looking at you. She like, man, you said you was finna do this. You said you was finna lock in. You got your friends. You told your friends that you was gonna do something. They looking at you. They haven't seen you do shit. You know what I'm saying? So just stay silent, man. Just stay silent. Sometimes you get a real pleasure out of just telling yourself that you want to do something, and then you go and you do that by yourself and you don't tell nobody, right? It's cool to talk about things that's happening in your life, but talk about it when that shit is accomplished, man. Talk about that shit when that shit is done. Cause look, I'm the type of person, if I'm hearing some shit, I want to hear some shit from one of my friends or my homies, you know what I'm saying, or a lady, and she telling me, or he is telling me about something that they did and it's already done, and now I'm looking at this shit like, damn, you got more respect for that person when they actually put their mind to that shit and they actually did that shit, and you can see that shit. So stop telling people what you doing. Stop telling people where you at, where your plans is at. People need to know all that. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. And keep a lot of things to yourself, right? One time I used to tell people, like a point in my life, I used to tell people everything I was gonna do. Like, as soon as I find out about some shit that I was gonna do, I go tell the next person. As soon as I'm gonna tell the next person, bro, what I'm gonna do right now. I hit the group chat, text your homies, be like, yo, I'm finna do this right now. Stop. As soon as you find out you got some shit on the way, you wanna where's my phone at? Where's my phone at? Where's my phone at? All right, bet. Yeah, I gotta let them know. I gotta let them know. Man, put that shit down, man. Put the phone down, man. Really lock in with life. Anyway, cheers to being silent in 2026. Cheers to just being disciplined, being locked in, and following your goals, man. Um, I don't know what else to say, but if y'all want to go ahead, subscribe, like, and comment. You know what I'm saying? That would mean the world to me as I'm trying to grow a community here and just talk. I don't have nobody to talk to, so I'm gonna just talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all with another video. Deuces.